But I'll say like 81% of everything else is all bullshit. So can you please tell my grandma that I didn't really like school as well?
He said that the same, like he's kind of the same like you. He don't like to go to school because he.
Yeah, you gotta tell her in Spanish.
Sorry.
¿Qué dice? Who are you talking to right now?
¿Qué pasó?
Que eres como tú. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I said the whole thing so you could translate.
Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Serpent Valley back in the place to be. Another grandma. Hold on, you gotta hold your horses now. This happened last time. But número 84, I think, yes. Episodio 84. We got my grandmother again. She's back live in full effect, full of fury, the Fast and the Furious. Grandma, how have you been?
¿Cómo está?
Muy bien. ¿Y usted cómo ha estado?
Sí, muy bien, Abuelita.
Bien, bien. Gracias a Dios.
Gracias a Dios. All right, Grandma, so tell me, you were talking about last time how you grew up in the villages, the Swaki village, and so when you first moved to Hermosillo, Sonora, how was life like? Like how old do you think you were when you moved?
Sonora.
¿Qué edad tenía usted después de su vida en el pueblo de Suaki cuando se movió
Hermosillo.
a Hermosillo, Sonora? ¿Qué edad tenía?
Tenía 12 años. Yo ya entré a la escuela y luego entré ya y me enfadaban porque lo mismo me partí a bailar.
At that time, the age that's 12 years old.
Y Eseris, de Hermosillo, Sonora.
Do you remember like when you first moved, or what you thought about Hermosillo? Because where exactly was the Swaki village?
Distance?
Yeah, like how far was it?
¿Qué?
¿Quiere saber qué piensa usted de cuando se movió de Suaki a Hermosillo y qué tan lejos estaba el pueblo de Suaki de Hermosillo? ¿En días, horas?
No, estaba como de aquí al 40 de Mexicali.
¿Cuántas horas?
¿Cómo que
¿O días?
No, en el rato, desde la mañana nos veníamos y ya para las 4 de la tarde ya estamos en Hermosillo. Porque era así de curva. No, pues como en la mañana, como a las 9 de la mañana, y ya para cuando llegáramos, como son curvas, como viendo la rumorosa, así.
Okay, when they came from Suaki, Sonora to Hermosillo, it's like they say they get away like around 9 morning, and they arrive like around 4. It's kind of...
So my grandma doesn't know exactly the distance?
Not exactly the distance, only she figured it out by the time.
Es un pueblito que se crió casi toda la gente que criaba, sembraban y tenían animales, pues vacas y chivas. Y se venían y ahogaron el pueblo.
What the people doing over there, and she say about they working in the fields and things like that, like kind of a little bit short thing from the past in a Rio. So, quiere saber qué piensa usted del tiempo de cuando se movió de Hermosillo, de Suaki a Hermosillo. ¿Qué pensó cuando se movieron? Cuando usted llegó a Hermosillo, ¿qué pensaba usted? ¿Si le gustó o no le gustó?
Sí me gustó, pues ya venía con mis papás.
¿Estaba allí?
No, pues venía nomás cuando venía de vacaciones a ver a mi abuelita, a ver a mis tías. Y ahí luego ya regresaban porque mi papá pues trabajaba, sembraba sandías, elotes y de todo. Entonces volvíamos a regresar, pero ya después, ¿sabes qué? Yo me quedo acá con mi tía Petra. Y mi abuelita ahí estaba todavía. Y dice, ¿qué te quedas? Le voy a entrar a la escuela, que le estaba la escuela como cerquita de con mi abuelita, de Villeceris.
She said literally they came in the past from Suaki to Hermosillo, like on vacation time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she know how enjoying the time when she came to Hermosillo because the grandparents from her, they was living at that moment at Hermosillo. That's what she said.
Before they moved, did they live in the village as well?
Mm-hmm.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
And but because they had to go back to start again working at the fields, mm-hmm. That's why they get back after vacation mm-hmm. for the season.
Oh, okay. So how different was it in Hermosillo versus the village?
¿Qué es la diferencia que usted encontró de Hermosillo, de la vida de Hermosillo a la vida que tuvo en Suaki?
Pues no me hizo mucha diferencia porque luego busqué ir a la escuela y luego ya no me convino a la escuela y me puse a poner una muchacha amiguita de mi mamá ahí.
¿Se puso a trabajar? ¿A los 12 años?
Pues sí, ya había cumplido 13, andaba en 13 años. Y le dije, oye, fíjate que ahí con nosotros nos estamos ocupando una persona para que nos ayude a acomodar los pedidos que nos hacían de comida.
She said when they moved from Suaki to Hermosillo, she don't see any like big difference because they come once in a while. But as soon they moved to Hermosillo, she tried to get in at the school, but because she got to work to help the family, she started working at almost 13 years old, between 12 to 13 years old.
So how...
She was little.
How many years did she do school?
¿Cuántos años fue para la escuela? ¿El tercero nomás?
A tercero andaba, en tercer año andaba, pero luego una cosa, yo la persona Belva le digo, ay, es que ustedes que saben que nos ponía a estudiar y sabía que todo, yo sabía que todo lo hacía la tarea, ¿verdad? Y luego lo decía, eso está bien, eso está bien, esto está bien. Y nomás veía que todo lo revisaba. Ahorita te reviso. Y fíjate que tú, que todo, que empezaba la Belva.
She always say,
sí, pero,
she went to the school until 3rd grade. I don't know exactly. I know it's not for me, but I don't know exactly. But I know she always said until 3rd grade. I don't know back in the year how is the school. But she mentioned it because she was smart. She always in time ahead from other kids.
Mm-hmm.
Y luego dijo la muchacha, oye, estamos ocupando a alguien que nos ayude a acomodar los pedidos que nos hacen. Pues si quiere yo voy. Y le mamá, a mi abuelita decía, mamá, mire que sí, ya sabía que estas chimiltrufas, chiboré, no sé cómo le decía. Yo sabía que te iba a hablar para y tú ibas luego, pues claro, abuelita, que tú di que te quieres largar a trabajar, andar en la calle. No, ay señora, dijo.
She get back from school and I don't know, ¿fue una vecina la que te ofreció el trabajo o alguien de la escuela?
En la escuela ella estaba también en la escuela conmigo. Y luego ella dijo, oye, dijo.
¿Pero quién te ofreció el trabajo?
La muchacha con la que trabajaba ella, que era
¿De dónde?
De ahí de Hermosillo, cerquita
¿De la vecina o de ustedes o qué?
Ella vivía enfrente con mi abuelita.
Okay, she said when she's going at school, but one day like across the street from my grandmother, her grandmother, the neighbor asked her if she wanted to work with her because they need like a kind of warehouse people, and they offer my mom to work there, and she said, okay, I gotta work, I want to work. And she go to my grandmother and tell her, I want to work, I don't want to go to school anymore. And this is how she started working and to help out most of the family.
And how was school, like in that time? Was it, like, because obviously now with the schools, obviously they push you to go to school now. You could become a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever. Was that something that was that you could have back then, or was just kind of school? You just learn math and English or whatever.
Dice que si en ese tiempo no te empujaban a que siguieras estudiando, para que fueras un doctor o un ingeniero o un abogado, o no importaba que tú no fueras a la escuela.
No, sí me regañaba. Mamá dijo, mira, esta de acá. Y luego cuando estuve profesor Belva.
No, tú no querías estudiar.
No, ya en una parte me había dicho que no, mira, eso, yo sabía que estaba bien, pero me decía, a fuerza quería hacerme que lo volviera a hacer. Si yo volvía a hacer la misma me salía, y yo fui con el director, y mire, le dije, a ver, pásame, déjamelo aquí, ahorita lo veo. Y lo dice, ¿quién te dijo que no servía? Que no estabas bien. Y dice así con el dedo, ahorita voy a hablar con ella, dijo, déjamelo aquí.
She said when she always put her to redo it again, the maths or whatever she's doing at school, because they don't believe she, the smart she was in that moment at the school.
Wow.
And because she was smart, but she don't like the school, she want to work.
Yeah, that's funny because I
y luego
feel
ya me dijo la muchacha, oye, dijo, ahí los están pidiendo 3 personas, dijo, para ayudarles a acomodar los pedidos que les hacen, dijo, y ocupan 3 personas. Pues ya estás, le dije yo, de veras, pero dile a tu mamá, dijo, ay, mi mamá no va a decir nada. Y luego cuando dije, mamá, dijo, fíjate que...
She repeated again, the lady again asked her for if she want to work with them because they really need people to put the package orders or whatever, that place like a warehouse, like I said. And that's why she decided to start working.
That's interesting because I feel like, wait, it's better. So with me, not that I don't like school, but it's just like, I feel like they only can teach you a certain amount of things in school. And with the schools here, I can't speak for schools in Mexico, but all I know is in America, when you go to school, there's only a certain amount of things you could do. Not that it's, well, it definitely is limited, but it's like you go to school, so you take out loans. You go to school so you could go to university. That's what they want you to do to get a degree. But while you get a degree, you get all these student loans. So while you're a doctor, while you're a lawyer, you spend a large portion of your life and money paying back the loans that you accumulated while you were in school. So I feel like for me, school in America is more like a business. They teach you it, so you're in debt, and then you work.
You want me to answer that?
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's not really a question. It's just how I feel like about school is.
It's because, like you mentioned it, here they do, you get a loan in order that you can keep going to college, university. Back to Mexico, you don't have that point. If you need to go to the school, your parents have to be the way they pay every month or every 6 months or for a year. You don't go free like here. Even in the middle school and the high school, you gotta pay for the school. Even you don't have a free book.
Is that still how it is today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's why back in the years it's hard to people continue at the school because nothing is free over there. Like if you need to buy books, if you're gonna be a lawyer, you have to spend a lot of money on the books. Even you have to pay the semester to enroll the university. Even for, like I'm saying, middle school, kindergarten, and for anything you have to pay for it. Nothing is free there.
Yeah, like here, there's even certain laws. Like if you're late a certain amount of times, there's penalties. If you don't go to school, like if you skip, like let's say your mom thinks you went to school while she's at work, you just don't go, and you.
Here is a privilege. It's not a privilege, but it's like lucky to have this kind of life here in the U.S. Because you have everything here, and sometimes kids they don't get advantage of that. You know, you have most of the things free from kindergarten, from Head Start, from all this. You don't pay no penny. Just to show up in the school and that's it. But in Mexico and in other countries, if you don't have money to keep going to the school, you're stuck. You're stuck. Even if you want to go to the school, if you don't have money, you can do anything. If you have somebody to support you, that's great. But it's not. Most of the students back to Mexico and other countries, sometimes they do both. They go work because they want to be better, and that's why it's a lot of people doing better in life back to Mexico or any other country because they pay their own when the family they don't have enough money.
what I think also too is, like for me, I'm an artist, I'm a creator. There's really no school for that. You know, there is, but it's...
Most of these talents is a gift from God.
Yeah. So no one can teach you like that. There's even, you know, like the Los Angeles recording art studios and all this bullshit that it's still a business. It's like you accumulate loans and they tell you, oh, we'll put you with Shakira, we'll put you in the same studios as this and that. But I don't know how far that takes people, because if that were true, we see a lot more people famous that came from these programs. But that's something why I never really liked school. And I seen that while I was in high school. It's like, okay, like, I don't need to figure out the square root of a triangle and all that, because it doesn't matter. Like, why don't they teach kids how to pay taxes or stocks or things that actually will make them money in life, or teach them you know, paying a bill, being responsible. Like, I took one business class, and that business class was probably besides the English, the math and stuff, it probably taught me the most, because they taught me how to make a resume, it taught me how to buy a car, they taught me how to buy a house, and the real important things. But I'll say like 81% of everything else is all bullshit. So can you please tell my grandma that I didn't really like school as well?
He said that the same, like, he's kind of the same like you. He don't like to go to school because he...
Yeah, you gotta tell her in Spanish.
Sorry.
Who are you talking to right now?
¿Qué pasó?
Que eres como tú. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I said the whole thing so you could translate.
Que él es igual que tú, que tampoco le gusta ir a la escuela porque él tiene su propio como don artístico. Le gusta la pintura, le gusta hacer sus...
Sí, pues yo, es lo que... Yo no me puedo hacer... No, yo esto. Y le digo a mi papá, no tiene remedios, porque tiene una pariente que también no...
No, pero James está diciendo que a él no le gusta
la escuela.
Ir a la escuela.
Sí, ella también dejó la... Él le decía yo.
Sus creaciones de pintura, sus shows que le gusta hacer, trae como vena artística, es como algo propio de él, que no necesita... Él siente que no necesita, así como tú, que no te gustó la escuela y tú preferiste el trabajo, porque eres inteligente, eso yo lo sé, igual él. Es algo que trae en la sangre.
Sí, pues es que...
The thing I explained my mom, this is something on the blood, it's a gift, and this is smart people born like that. Mm-hmm. You don't need to be like, especially in the school, but that means you don't have to go to the school, because in order to keep getting better, you have to do something, because sometimes the artist or things is not forever.
Mm-hmm. Pero tenemos una amiga, tu Archipina. Ay, Cata, dice, ayudaba con la hija de doña Cata. Ay, dice, ¿sabe qué? Dijo, Dolores le puede ayudar, dijo, a hacer las ensaladas, hacer esto. Cuando me dijo, no, le dije, mejor le ayudo a esto, tener una mesa grande donde ponía para arreglarlos esto, para analizar los pollos y todo eso. Yo le entro a esto, que y esto, le dije, y agarré, en la mesa iba a poner una plancha de esas, así, tenía una plancha grande así, ya echando 25 pechugas así, empanizadas para voltearlas. Y parece, ¿qué estás haciendo? Pues mire, mientras estoy empanizando estas, se van cociendo esas. Ay, hizo así la cabeza. Pero ya hiciste el arroz, ahí está, vea, revísalo.
No, she was talking about one lady.
Agarré la cocina rápido.
Your grandpa was still alive in that moment. She's one lady, she need more help, because she do like caterings or like party, how do you call events, and she invite your grandma to help her, but in a different way. And your mom, this is a little more like maybe 7 years ago, and your grandma say, no, my thing does the kitchen. I love to cook, and when this woman see your grandma what she's doing, she go like she's doing everything faster than the others, and she gets surprised. But she's talking about maybe 10, 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm. So how was Hermosillo compared to like the village, like living there? Like how did you like it?
En Hermosillo fue donde empecé esas.
No. Él está preguntando cómo te gustó más la vida de Suaki, o qué es la diferencia entre la vida de Suaki a la vida de Hermosillo.
Pues la vida de Hermosillo, porque hay de todo que hacer, y más ahí, pues no, nomás en la casa que ya hacía ¿cómo te dijera?
Okay, the life on Hermosillo
lavaba
was
el trigo, lavaba ese maíz, lo tostaba y lo molía en la tabla que tenía mi papá ahí. Usaba no me andes usando tenía de este burro, pero gandrote, así como si fuera caballito. La agarra, ¿por qué me agarraste ese animal? Porque está ahí solo. Le dije, mejor para que de ejercicio. A ti te vas a poner ese ejercicio.
Just say that she liked the
life
was better in Hermosillo because they can do more things. They have a lot of things to do, even different kinds of work. But when she was living in the village, she said this only like at the fields. And one day she get like the wheat to start toasting or something, and she grabbed the donkey, the one they used to run to start working with her in the field. And she said that your grandfather got mad, and I said, why you keep the donkey with you? And I said, well, I need it. And that's what she said right now.
Mm-hmm. Y todo el tiempo te fui muy así, como tío, yo voy a hacer esto, muy atrabancada, decía mi papá, para descansar. Ay, dice, eres una machetona, atrabancada, ¿por qué me agarraste el burro? Porque ahí está solo, mire, rebonando. Pues yo lo voy para que rebone más. A ti te va a untar también en la máquina esa, en la tauna, decía él.
¿Cómo se llamaba?
Tauna le decían a la, esa sí. Así le decían a una de piedra así de esa, como de piedra que era especial pues, para ponerle, molían trigo, molían todo el trigo que iban a hacer para
cenar. But before, now we had the blender to powder like seeds or things like that, and that time they used like the donkey to walk around the circle.
Vuelta y vuelta más lo
and they put the seeds or whatever in the container, and the donkey moved the.
Vuelta y vuelta daba el.
Yeah, they like how I can say.
Tauna le dicen a la reja de.
She said tauna, but I don't know what the meaning in English.
No, en inglés no sé. Enséñame para hablar inglés.
I don't even know what it is.
So would it be tied to like a machine or something, and it would blend it?
Yes,
okay.
Kind of like that, and they push the donkey to walk around things in order to make powder any seeds or whatever, And my grandpa always say, "You are like a tomboy." Because you acting by yourself without letting me know anything. Mm-hmm. And that's what it say, like machora, but this is like a tomboy.
That's hilarious.
Because she's a strong woman from little, and nobody stopped her. When she decided to do something, she always in her way.
So before living in Hermosillo, like what kind of work did you do?
Yo cuando vine a Hermosillo.
No,
estaba
that's what I'm telling you. They work in the fields, pick up
the
fruit, whatever, from the fields. And that's what she's talking about. Like the grain for coffee or for the tortillas or things like that.
So how would she actually get paid? Like, did she work for a company or something?
No, because that's their own business. It's their own family business.
Oh, really? So they would pick it and sell it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dice que si como trabajas por una compañía, le digo que no, que ese era un negocio de ustedes, de la familia.
Sí, era un negocio de...
That's a family business, so whatever they pick it up on the fields or whatever they collect from the trees or anything, they own and they sell them to when they came to Hermosillo.
Cuando vine a trabajar con Doña Cata fue cuando ya estamos aquí en Mexicali.
In Hermosillo, what work did you do? Was that when you were cooking? Like
no. That fue cuando you remember at the past interview she was telling you she was working in the dry clean.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So she was in the dry cleaning business?
Yes, in the dry clean and the warehouse too. But she was so young. I know that, and it's true. Mm-hmm. She started working from early years, like between 12 to 13 years old, until 10 years ago, I think. But not because she need to work in the past. Not when she was little. When she with your grandpa, they had different two business. Your grandpa have her own business, They fix the dryers, washers, AC, even brand new. And they have a business in the Swami in Calexico because she liked to work around. And she owned a taco shop too. But not only the taco shop, they small food and never serve. So they own business. They never work for no one.
So that house I went to when I was like 15 years old, was that the house you stayed in?
La casa que visitó a los 15 años es la misma casa que tú
Es la que
tienes.
tengo, sí. Ella también estaba trabajando en ese, ¿cómo se llama? Le vendía, que dijo el muchacho, me dejó el carro porque nos estaba trayendo carro de la casa donde estamos viviendo. Y le dije, y agarré y le vendí todo el troque. No, dijo, te voy a dejar otra mitad del troque aquí y el otro me lo voy a, pero lo tengo para entregarlo ahí en Mexicali. Dijo, está bien. Dije, cuando llegó, ya le había vendido todas las lavadoras, refrigeradores, estufas, todo. Ya dijo, ay, ahora que traje el troque, dijo, tengo ahí uno que voy a en Centro California. Entonces le dije, no, dijo, te lo llevas para la casa, ya te lo vendo. Entonces, bien, mira, oiga, don Lupe, le dijo, él decía a mi marido, al papá de la... dice, don Lupe, voy a dejar el troque aquí, dijo, para vender. No, ahorita te lo vendo yo, dijo, ya tengo dónde vender.
Él está preguntando si la casa que tú vives ahorita es la misma casa.
Es la misma.
Wait, but hold on, what did she say right now?
Sí,
So,
pues cuando cambiamos allí.
She's talking about the business, the one she was running with your grandpa. Right? She was saying to the one guy, when they went to Calexico, they tried to do, like, can you keep my truck right here? And that's how they start business in Calexico too. They call it's a Swami, they call Santo Tomas. This is two places, Las Palmas and Santo Tomas. I don't know if they're still, but and they say when the guy came back, my mom saw a lot of things from almost done with whatever they have over there, like a dryer, washer, fridge, and all these things, electric things. Yeah, but because your grandpa run this business in Mexicali, but your grandma always tried to. Her vision always is to be better and up on the business. This is why she don't like to work. She's more like a businesswoman without high school. Without college, without university, her math is always perfect. I know that. Even if her English is not at all good, but even when she needs to talk with the people, the one they selling the part from whatever they need in the shop, she know what to do. She deal with the white American people. And the people from that place, they're not even Spanish. And your grandma, she not even know
English.
No.
But she go for it, no matter what, without the school.
No, agarré el puro, pero sí, sí sé, entiendo un poquito español, decía mucho. Mira, me vendes esto, me vendes el otro, y me ponía los precios en el mexicano, y ok, mira, así los estoy dando. Pero que no, porque si me entiendes, ¿verdad? Le decía, porque, pero yo también no te entiendo, ya los bebía. Mira, te voy a dar tanto. Ya ves que me daban de malos mensos por hacer esos mensos. Y le decía el muchacho, mire, dijo, este es de usted y este es mío, este es de usted y este es mío. O sea, le ponían de mexicano y luego le ponían americano, y este es de usted y este es mío. Así que yo venía saliendo la mitad para mí y la mitad para mí.
No, she said when she always make a deal for ask for less price, and this is how they start. This amount is this. No, this is that amount, and she always fighting to get less price whatever she needs. And they go for it. So.
Y luego desde que llegué a la casa
she asked for discount.
Oye,
to buy?
Pues el terreno que tenemos.
When she need parts or whatever, and she said she write down. Mexican pesos and American money, and she said, "This is the price," and I said, "No, this is here is the price." No, had to be this, and she always beat the guy from that place.
El terreno que tenemos, precisamente, estaba ahí, Medrano, estaba tu papá ahí sentado, y estaba este Zenón, le decía el señor altote, flaco como tu papá. Dice, mira, este señor dijo vendiéndome el terreno pues hay que comprarlo. ¿Y de dónde? Pues son $70,000 pesos lo que quiere. Ahí donde estamos. Y le dije, pues lo compramos. Pues son $70,000 pesos, mija. No te apures. Pero yo tenía 2 días con ese dinero en la pantalón. No te apures, ahorita voy a ver si me que tengo un guardadito. Ni no quise que yo lo traía en la bolsa. Ay, dice el señor, de veras te trae de nadito sus muchachas. ¿Quién sabe? Dijo, deja ver, porque yo no tengo ni un 5, no he ido a cobrar los refrigeradores y lavadoras que vendí. Y ese troque también lo vas a vender. El troque no, la pura mercancía que me dejó el muchacho. Era amigo de don Ramón Santana. Y lo dije, y yo dije, salí.
She said, your grandpa said, from where are you going to get the money? Because the owner from the property, he offered to grandpa, he wanted to buy the property. Because they went to some like a club for old people, and that's the place they met. And I say, Mr. Senon told grandpa, is he want to buy this land? And I said, I don't have money. And when your grandpa came back at home, asked your grandma, he told your grandma about this, and your grandma said, oh, don't worry. Let's see, I think I have some saving. And I asked for 70,000 pesos.
Sí.
It's like a kind of, maybe...
70,000? What is that, like?
¿Sí?
1,700?
No. Let me see.
En ese tiempo era más menos.
Can be like that moment, that's 1886, 87. Maybe, but I remember that part. Maybe it was like not even $5,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then that'd probably be close to like what, 18,000 then? From pesos
more than that, because in that moment was a lot of money.
Yeah.
In that year, yeah, it was a lot of money. And she say, when your grandpa gets surprised when she said, here is the money from her saving.
I'll never forget the last time we went, or the only time I went over there to that house. The AC that they had, it wasn't like here where there's vents and there's a whole system. I don't know how it goes, but I know it's like a whole hole in the wall that just blows cold air. And me and Sabrina, me and my sister were on sleeping on the bed, the twin bed together, right next to that thing. And that thing was blowing like 30 below air. And so me and Sabrina were like, we were dying. We were like, oh my God. So like, just tell my grandma like that story, because it's hilarious.
Dice que él tiene una memoria de cuando fueron allí, que ustedes tenían el aire acondicionado en la ventana.
Sí, ahí está todavía.
Y que still there. Y que estaba tan frío que estaban congelándose, que tenían 2 camas individuales pero juntas y que se estaban congelando, que tiene esa memoria de ese tiempo que fue.
Ajá. Pues sí, pues está la refrigeración así, ventana, y la cama la tenían aquí cerquita, y luego la cocina estaba así que daba vuelta, así estaba ahí.
How was the weather outside?
Sí.
Hot as fuck.
Y luego tenía nomás la entrada así, es la sala que tengo ahorita, y luego la otra donde duerme la maga ahorita, era el pasillo, lleva para el bañito. También había una de esas, hice un bañito yo así, ahorita verás, le dije. Y luego dijo que llega tu papá, dice, ¿qué andas haciendo? Y me vio que teníamos unos bloques ahí agarré para los bloques y abatí el cemento y lo pegaba. ¿Pero qué andas haciendo? Dice Metiche. Pues mira, estoy haciendo un bañito aquí, le dije, por estar uno chiquito.
She's talking about she was building extra bathroom and your grandfather get like surprise, and she's still building extra complete bathroom next to the other room. Because he not even know.
Y luego la cocinita la hice también de eso. Le puse la mina. Ay, Dios mío, contigo. Dice, ¿qué voy a hacer? Te voy a amarrar en el mezquite. Mejor le dije, me estiro la cuerda y la hago así, más fácil. Hazte chistosa, pues, ¿verdad? Me dijo, ponte a hacerme de comer, tengo mucha hambre. Ahí está la comida ya hecha. ¿Qué hiciste? Caldo de res. ¿De res? De colita de res. Compré ahí en el mercadito. Ahí estarán buenas. Pues tú velo hoy y verás. Ya tenía una horta de arroz. Y todo el tiempo estaba haciendo una cosa, estaba haciendo la otra, así.
Wait, translate what you're saying?
She said that your grandpa showed up at home when she's supposed to be was working and whatever she's doing extra bathroom. And he say I'm hungry. What do you make for food? And she say she make bolitas de res. It's like
arroz rojo.
It's like tail beef with a special sauce that your grandpa loved it. So with the white rice. And that's what he said. The food is ready. You need to eat. I'm working right here. You gotta eat. He said. But I know she will put the food on the table.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something like that really interested me, like as far as how the houses are being built now versus like that house has to be like what, like in the 40s? Cause like what year did my grandma buy that house? Like what year was probably like
1986-7.
In Hermosillo?
No, en Mexicali.
We're talking about Mexicali?
Sí,
the one in Mexicali? Oh, I was talking about the one in Hermosillo the whole time.
No, cuando fuimos para Hermosillo fue cuando...
No, él está hablando de la casa de mi abuelita en Hermosillo.
En Hermosillo.
Esa casa...
So was that hers?
De mi mamá era.
Ahí fue donde tú creciste.
Ahí fue donde creciste, en esa casa que fue.
Oh, that was my great grandma's house.
Sí.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was talking about that one, man.
Era mi mamá y la Petra.
She started talking about the house in Mexico.
Oh yeah, I have a lot more. We'll get to Mexicali probably like later, but I want to make a timeline, so I want to keep it all together.
¿Quién compró esa casa de Hermosillo, donde vivía mi abuelita y mi abuelito?
Desde que vinimos de Suaki, la compró mi papá.
¿Quién la construyó?
Mi papá la acabó de construir, nomás que eran 2 cuartos grandes así, la cocinita. Entonces ya le hizo el porche.
Okay.
Y luego ya hizo los otros cuartos.
I swear, I went that.
I know.
I was there only twice.
Really?
Yeah, maybe.
Y el que se hizo bien vivo.
8 years old.
Ahora que fuimos.
8 and 10, and that's it.
Wow.
I never get back.
Do you remember? Like,
Yeah.
you do a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your grandma said your grandfather built that house because it was only 2 rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandpa built the rest of the house, the porch and everything in the back. And I remember, I don't know, maybe you know better than me. Back in the house, in the backyard, they have like a kind of old oven. It's still there, I don't even know. Because I remember they toast the coffee. They toast the coffee there, and after they grind it.
Oh, they roast the coffee?
Yes.
Oh, they toast the coffee. That's the toasted coffee is the next album.
Okay.
But
roast the coffee then.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
I get what you mean, but just so people toasted coffee. What
well,
we're not talking literally, people.
Okay.
What is it? But yeah, like as far as like the housing and stuff, it's a really interesting. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
But I do remember how like different the house is. Like I remember going to China. I remember going to that man's house, and it was like a fucking like basement. Like you open the door and you go down steps. You open the door and you go down steps, and like the house is kind of like in the ground, kind of like underground, not like literally underground, but just like you could tell they dug it in, so you go down the stairs and it's like whatever. But with I guess my great grandma's house.
Did you went up the hills too? Because in the house is there and a little bit like I don't know, still like the cross.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, I still have pictures on my iPod.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, but the house is so so.
Did you find any scorpion there?
No.
Was a lot.
There was a lot of scorpions.
Was a lot, yeah.
Really?
I was little.
They probably killed. They probably like fumigated.
Maybe
They probably.
Because I'm going. I was little and I want to do something. At that time, we visit my mom and I. We went there, and I tried to do something myself because I'm boring because I'm not even no one from there, like very close. Mm-hmm. And I said, and I just go up, and my mom told me, don't go there. And when they come back, they use the bell in my butt.
Because scorpions, they dig holes, right? Don't they live in underground?
That's supposed to be, but when I go up, I see in the mirror on the rock. They like Let's keep.
What's so crazy is that my grandma's a Scorpio, And over there, the scorpions. Does my grandma believe in like astrology?
Yeah, she believes.
She does?
Sí, cree en la astrología y los signos usted.
Sí.
Yeah.
See? You know, Scorpios, especially like...
Dangerous people.
Los escorpiones.
Oh, yeah, if you mess with them, because they give you the stinger.
Los
If you mess
escorpiones
with
traen la
them.
coronita hacia arriba y ese, cuando ven que van a picar, abren los hociquitos de una como lengüita así rojas y echan. Así cuando te van a dar el zarpazo. Yo agarraba, ¿sabes qué? Agarraba cuando los veía. Cuando los veía así, agarraba una piedra y ¡tas! Le daba. Estaban con la lengüita así, se los echaba así. Y decía, ay, asesina, ese va a revivir y te va a brincar, pues le doy con otra mano. Asesina, me decía, ¿cómo le daba coraje a mi mamá? Porque decía, tengo ganas. Y luego había unos cachorrones largos, así roñosos. Mira, ahí viene otro, mira, con la lengüita así.
¿Qué son cachorrones?
¿Eh?
¿Qué son cachorrones?
Es como la iguana, así larga, así como... así largo y rasposos, así grises.
Like lizards, like iguanas?
Sí.
She did the same
Y lo
¿Como
dice,
caimán?
ándale, sí, pero roñosos así, ¿ven? Y sea con la lengua así, también agarró una de esas grandes así ladrillo que estaba ahí, se lo dejé ir, ya se quedó ahí perdiendo, y le eché otro para que se caiga.
She
Y le
said
dije, mamá,
something that I don't remember that word, cachorro.
dije, mamá,
What is that?
Yeah. Some Spanish is untranslatable.
La que te quedaste así del mezquite con la Alexa o la Chipina, ¿quién fue? La que con las patitas estaba en mezquite y andaban agarrando las chucatas grandes. Chuca tenía unas bolas así bien buenas, que esa pura miel así. Y fue ay, mi patita. Ay, chamaca, te voy a dejar que te quedes colgando ahí.
She's talking about Yutia Carmen. They was playing on the tree. That's the story from yesterday. And she is pushing herself and she's stuck in the middle.
Y se le estacó la pata así en el zapato. Y por la ventana de la cocina estaba ya cocinando ahí. Ay, animal, le dije yo. Ahí voy yo. Agárrate de aquí. Le
Pues
dije,
espera, abuelita, ahora. So,
no,
what my grandma was saying was that she used to kill iguanas, right? And fucking scorpions. And depending on when you watch this, it could be in the future, it could be tomorrow. But you gotta understand, this is 1,000. It could at this point, this is pretty much thousands of years. I'm exaggerating, but this is way before the iPhone, computers. This is before hopscotch. This is okay. Well, maybe hopscotch was around, but this is way before technology. So, and I experienced this too growing up, not really having technology around. You would get on your bike and you would ride somewhere. You would meet other people. You would throw rocks at each other. Or like my grandma, what is it? What? So what? What are you telling me? What?
You're not going at 3?
I'm going at 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave a little later. But what I was saying was, so you would... It doesn't surprise me that my grandma killed scorpions and iguanas or whatever, because that was entertainment. Like, what is there to do? There wasn't no TV. Like, did my grandma have a TV growing up?
¿Ustedes tenían televisión aunque sea blanco y negro?
Sí, tenía.
Okay.
Sí,
Well,
allá
was it
la
good?
¿Dónde?
Las primeras que salieron las teníamos en Hermosillo nosotros.
Oh, she said the first TV they have was the one in Hermosillo and that's black and white.
Y la primera que salió, Lola nos llevó y tu papá, tu abuelito, que vino a trabajar ahí en como está que en Nogales. Y no sé qué otro, pues se cruzaban, estaba trabajando acá al otro lado, sí.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's true. Your grandma.
Así nos llevó una tele grande así.
He was working in Arizona.
Sí.
How do they call? Braceros?
Sí.
Your grandpa was working as a bracero in Arizona, and he was working in the fields and everything across the border. Okay, and this is true. And that's what grandma said, when he was working there, he got a TV, take it back to Hermosillo, because he back and forth like all the people go to Mexico and come every morning to work to U.S. He was working like that back in the years.
But back then, was TV like how it is now, where you could just keep watching it? Like, were there cartoons, and was it a thing that people would watch TV like they do now?
En el tiempo que usted estaba pequeña, ¿miraban caricaturas o qué miraban? ¿Qué tipo de programas miraban
Caricaturas, no puedes empezar a ver las caricaturas. Mi mamá dice, ¿qué están viendo? Pues a ver qué vemos. No, que vemos ni que nada. Un ratito van a ver nomás caricaturas y ponen a hacer las tareas que les dejaron.
¿Qué caricaturas miraba que usted se acuerda?
No me acuerdo, pero sí eran caricaturas que...
¿O miraban cantantes? ¿O qué
como
miraban?
Bugs Bunny.
En las caricaturas está algo bien que les llama. Ahí se entretienen con eso. Y nomás que los agarre viendo alguna mensada, decía, no era mal hablada, mi mamá. Nomás que los vea viendo alguna mensada, van a ver, les quito la televisión.
¿Qué miraba? Mickey Mouse, Tom and Jerry, ¿qué miraba?
Esas, no, esto me que esas son las...
Betty Boop.
Y luego, ay, ya no,
atómica,
vamos a jugar a la bebé leche o al de ese, el trompo.
Oh, she's more excited when she go outside.
Estaba el patio como aquí.
Things like that,
estaba el patio como aquí, nos sacábamos para atrás.
The marbles.
The marbles?
Yeah,
I
she
have
love
marbles
it.
too.
I me too. I'm like a tomboy.
Yeah.
The trompo.
Mm-hmm.
You know the thing.
Porque la
This
calle...
is how she like it better than
Porque la casa de
Mm-hmm.
mis papás está pues amplia la calle y no podíamos jugar a la calle, nos íbamos para atrás en el patio así como aquí. Ahí nos poníamos a jugar a la bebé leche o no faltaba que... Y yo entonces estaba la hija chica y luego estaba la de... ¿Sabe cómo se llama? La enseguida esta de la Leti. Y Vinci, yo nomás cuando te pegabas con algo así, ¡ay! Lárgate para tu casa, le decía. ¿Por qué la estás corriendo? Me decía mi mamá. Porque muy chillona y gritona, ¿no ves? Leti, ahí está tu chamaca, gritona, chillona. Venga, mija, ¿qué le pasó? ¿Le pegaron?
She was when she was little and she liked to play outside. And they have like a neighbor, and she's like so delicate. And when she starts crying, I say, "Go back to your home. Go back to your house."
Vas a darle para tu casa. Así de, como que es la barda, así estaba la casita de esta Leti. Y vivía enfrente porque ella se casó con el chorizo, que es flaco, que le decían el diablo. El hijo de, sí, la de Cosita, era hijo de esta, que murió, señora, fíjate, de una operación que le hicieron. Salió de ahí del hospital, del seguro, y no para que muriera en su casa.
¿De quién?
De esta, ay, ¿cómo se llama? De esta, que tenía un puestecito, ¿te acuerdas? De raspados y eso.
¿Pero eso es Hermosillo?
No, ahí en Mexicali.
Él está hablando de Hermosillo.
Ah.
Está hablando de Hermosillo.
No, no, yo estaba hablando de ahí, de...
No. She started talking about things about Mexicali.
Does my grandma like know what
Hermosillo
year
casi
they
con-
got the house in Hermosillo?
¿Serio?
That they got, like, what year they got the house?
¿En qué año fue que mi abuelito compró la casa en Hermosillo? ¿No se acuerdan?
Sí, desde el 50 compró tu abuelito, nos vinimos para acá, que quitaron pues el pueblo de Suaki. Pues quitaban el pueblo, pero quedó el pueblo, pero no podían sembrar, no podían hacer nada, y se venían a dejar.
He got that property from the 1950.
Y con eso luego le pagaron la casa, y vino y compró ahí en Hermosillo. Ya nos vinimos luego, porque no.
He said after whatever happened with the village, he got that property in the 1950, and after that when they moved and they started to...
Le dijo una
So
amiga-
what kind of, what was she living in before? Was it like huts or something like that? Like in the village? Like what kind of housing was it?
¿Cómo fue su casa? ¿Cómo era la casa que ustedes tenían cuando vivían en el pueblo de Suaki? ¿Era de construcción?
Era de construcción.
Madera?
No, era de madera, la hizo mi papá de puro adobe parado. De puro adobe que hasta se lo paró en 2x3.
Yeah, before they build like hard dirt, it's not like a block, you know,
Like
cement.
clay or something?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's not like a cement, it's not a wood, it's like a kind of dirt hard. This is the one that, and I believe that because
Y ahorita
even
está
some
todavía,
houses
pero
in
no.
Mexicali, they build a
They
house.
still have it.
Yeah, even the one from your grandma,
Mm-hmm.
some walls is from that too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, still.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is supposed to be the best because it's not easy to like broke or things like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sí.
It's very sturdy.
Yes.
Okay. So does my grandma know how long she stayed in that house in Hermosillo?
¿Hasta cuántos años vivió usted en la casa de Hermosillo? Ahí con mis abuelos. ¿Hasta los cuántos años?
Pues hasta que me casé y me vine para acá.
¿Qué edad tenía?
Tenía como 21, yo creo. Tenía el Martín chiquito.
No, pero cuando usted ya se casó allí en Hermosillo,
Pues
tenía 18.
18,
20,
no,
19.
19 tenía por entonces.
Okay.
Sí,
She said when she moved from there when she was 19 when she got married.
But does she know like when the first time they moved, like how old she was? 12?
Oh, the first time from the village to
Yeah.
Hermosillo, 12.
12?
Yeah.
So she only lived there for like what, 7 years?
Kind of.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, back in the year was a difficult and tough life.
Was it common for older men to marry younger girls and support them and have a family and
Es
stuff
muy común que en los años que usted estaba
at the time?
pequeña o de su juventud, era muy común que los hombres mayores se casaran con muchachas jóvenes como, no sé, por decir un hombre que tenía 40 o 30 y tantos se casara con una mujer que tenía 18 o 20 años. ¿Era normal?
Pues no, lo único que me recuerdo que se casó fue don Luis Mendoza, pero vivía enfrente.
¿Quién pidió casarse con usted que fuera una persona mayor?
No andaba, no me gustaba todavía.
No, pero alguien que la hubiera pedido así con mi abuelito, me quiero casar con tu hija, pero que fuera una persona de más de doble edad que tú. ¿No era normal?
No, nunca oí yo que quisiera.
Ni tampoco con ningún familiar.
No, tampoco. No,
She said this is not.
No, yo era todo el tiempo muy, ahora sí como decía mi mamá, trabancada.
It's not normal to anyone get married with old men or yeah.
Yo siempre estaba buscando cómo trabajar.
I kind of guessed that, but was it normal for older dudes to get with younger women, like let's say 10 years, around 10 years older, or was it more or less the same age?
It's that's what you say. That's almost the same age. Only only until she met your grandpa. This is the difference between your grandma and your grandpa was 25 years. So your grandfather born 1918, your grandma 1943. But they met when she moved to Mexico.
So what was it about? Okay, wait. So I'm kind of confused. My grandma left Hermosillo at 19. What age?
No, she don't left. She got married. She left the house.
Oh, because I forgot that she got married more than once?
No, only once. Your grandma only once. Twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
So who was the first dude she married?
It's a guy.
Okay.
With the guy from over there.
Where's over there? Hermosillo?
Hermosillo.
Okay.
Yeah, but because me está preguntando que fue la primera vez que se casó y dónde se casó. Yo le estoy diciendo que usted se casó en Hermosillo.
Sí.
I don't need to mention the name. No necesito pronunciar el nombre. But it's something sad to say that, but I have to say why she got divorced. Because she was passing for violent domestic. She decided to leave this man. And that's it. And
was that common then too? Domestic violence? Was that...
Oye, ya te voy a decir, para las pulgas mías, yo no sabía que a ellos les gustaba, Alfredo era el hermano mayor de él, y según la mujer lo dejó porque le tumbó los dientes y le partió la maceta. Entonces, cuando él quiso, dijo, oye, ahí está lo que te pedí, lo que pediste de comida. Yo te pedí que me sirvieras. Yo nunca te oí que me dijeras, y ahí está la olla, sírvete, estoy ocupada. Y luego me dijo, a mí no me vas a decir que me aviento una patada en la sentadera y háblame y rasca, sonreí el hocico. Y esto no se va a hacer conmigo, vas a ver ahorita, quiero que me des, nomás quiero que me des uno para que sepas lo que te va. ¿Y qué me va a pasar? ¿Y qué sabe que me avienta? Y agarro y tasca, con eso, le sangré toda la cachetada acá. Vas a ver, te voy a echar a la policía. Y es mi amiga, ahorita vas, ahí está, tráemela, para decirle por qué te chingué.
Okay, espera.
She was talking at the moment when at the first time this man tried to meet her, and she said she's not going to let him to do that. And I said, you kick me, I kick you back, and that's when they start fighting, and this is the first and the last. And she decided to let him because she's not even know, and his family, this is normal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all the brothers and whatever, they always do the same with the wife. But my mom grew up in different kind of life. See, and her temper is always if you push her once, she push you twice.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she say that, you know, I'm not gonna let you to touch me. You do this time, and I'm not gonna let you to do it anymore.
And like here, when you get divorced, it's like a whole fucking process. Back then, was it like
It's the same thing.
I just leave you? Oh, was it a big process?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. And after that, she moved to Mexicali, keep working like she always did.
So how long was she married to this guy for?
Not even, maybe after the pregnancy time, because even when she was pregnant, that happened, actually happened twice. And she was pregnant and after that. And not even 2 years.
That she got hit
Mm-hmm.
twice?
Mm-hmm. Dice que si cuánto tiempo duraste casada, digo que ni siquiera 2 años.
No, no duré ni 2 años porque era de los que llegábamos, pero ya llegaba con, trabajaba en la, de ser,
Truck is
menos.
a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
Y también conmigo nomás, todo te puedo poner que me da la patada en las nalgas y que me abre y rasca. Es un jarraje aquí.
Ya dijo eso.
She repeated what she said?
Y
Okay.
dice, esto no se va a quedar así, no, te voy a emparejar el otro y acércate a ver. Y me hice así las manos. Luego dije, me vas a...
Is she saying that she hit him or he hit
Yes.
her? Okay.
He
okay.
answered back. That's what I told you. That's
Okay.
that's what you're gonna say. You push me one, I push you twice.
And so
Ah,
did her first marriage affect the way she thought about love or men after that, having gone through that?
Okay, si esa situación de que usted pasó por su violencia doméstica y todo eso cambió su manera de pensar sobre, por decir, volverse a casar o sobre el amor o sobre estar con otra persona, ¿usted pensó que ya no iba a estar con nadie? O...
no, pues duré tiempo para casarme con tu papá. Me vine para acá después a trabajar, apostando a trabajar, pues de que me vine al central de autobuses, no le dije a mi mamá que, ay, voy a irme a una vuelta, ahorita vengo. Me agarré el tren y me vine. Y me vine y estando aquí me dice, ¿a dónde va? Y me lleva a trabajar. Ahí donde
Ya
está.
se lo dijo, whatever she wanna tell you right now.
Sí, y allí...
And she said when this happened, she decided to come to Mexicali, and a year or year and a half later, she met your grandfather. But take a while, but she never changed her mind to be scared to be with someone.
Mm-hmm. So it was really just, it was more so the guy, like her leaving the guy. It didn't have nothing to do with like how her outlook on other men.
I think it's part of why she put distance.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if I know a little bit about that, even if I don't ask her,
Mm-hmm.
For her it's better to have a long distance
Mm-hmm.
to be close. But anyway, he find her.
Who?
That guy.
The guy that she divorced?
Because my grandma. This is another story time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we only have like a minute left, and I wish we could continue on. We barely talked about we only really talked about my grandma's teenage years. But is there like anything like fun you remember while being in Hermosillo that you liked?
Que algo que haya usted disfrutado, que haya sentido como feliz algún tiempo que estuvo en Hermosillo cuando estaba usted joven, no de trabajo. No,
sí,
cosa, de su diversión, cómo se divirtió, cómo le gustó.
Bien, pues te
Pues
duré.
sí, bien, pero ¿cómo?
Pues íbamos al cine, íbamos al baile, que estaba muy cerquita, y el baile, y yo también, mira. Oye,
¿Y dónde miraban películas? ¿Había cine?
Sí, había cerquita, estaba unos cines.
¿Era un edificio o era
No,
una
no,
casa?
es una, no, era como está ahí la...
¿Era una tienda o era un,
no, es
un cuarto?
No, era especial para el cine, como el cine Reforma.
Okay, she said she enjoyed to go dancing.
Y luego después lo abrieron y pusieron para el lado de que como está la Reforma.
Does she remember a movie that she liked from back then?
¿Qué es la película que más le gustó ir a mirar cuando usted fue al cine en el tiempo que vivió en Hermosillo? Una película que se acuerde. ¿De qué artista o de quién?
Salía mucho que bailaba en brincos así, no me acuerdo. Cabrillazo. No, de ese
¿Clavillazo?
Sí, lo daban y luego.
¿Like Resortes?
Y Resortes, Cabrillazo. Y luego el otro, no me puedo acordar pero nos
La película se llama Clavios.
No, ¿cómo se llamaba la película que no se recuerda?
No me acuerdo ahorita, pero sí, nos gusta, oye, va a estar, mira, vamos, le digo, pero hay que hacer esto y esto porque mi mamá no nos va a regañar. Ella, tú barres y todo eso, yo voy a lavar los trastes, así, ya los ponía. Y lo dijo, sí, ya está listo todo, sí. Ya los secaron y los alzaron en el trastero.
Ese es one, dice Piernas de Oro, el fantasma de la Casa Rosa.
Ándale, esa se ve.
Es black and white.
Oh, my grandma remembers watching that?
Sí.
Let me see.
Sí, verás. Había muy buenas películas y oye, mira, va a estar esta, vamos, y si no deja mi mamá. Y lo dice, ¿a dónde van a ir?
El fantasma
de la casa roja.
So the Phantom of the Red House?
Sí.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Well, definitely. You're gonna stay here. You guys are gonna stay here till tomorrow, right?
Yes.
When
no,
you...
I'm not. I'm flying early morning.
Oh, really? My grandma's gonna stay?
Yeah, but I believe so. She's going to leave to after 7.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Who's gonna take my grandma? My tia?
Yeah, and your
Okay.
friend's going to take me to the airport.
Damn. Busy day tomorrow.
¿Qué?
Okay, well...
We can do something later tonight, you want.
Well, I get back like at 10.
Porque cuando fui
I can keep her awake.
que murió la Chepita, mi hermana, fui para allá.
Oh, I want you to get your sleep. Yeah, I don't want to...
It's okay. I can take a nap on the plane.
No.
A otra hora cuando fui, que se murió la Chepita, mi hermana, fuimos para ahí, lo fui y dice, Toño, mi hermano, vamos, dice.
No. I'm thinking about it, but it was great having you on. Again, Grandma, we're going to do this again. We're going to do another episode. We're going to cover your life.
Todos.
Oh, we'll come back. You're going to come back in 2 weeks? Okay, well, in 2 weeks,
Inshallah.
we'll definitely do something. If we don't do something tonight, I'll think about it. I'll just message you. So, but this is the God's Hour with my grandma. Te amo, Abuelita.
Thank you for having
Yo
us.
también, hijo,
Gracias por tenernos aquí.
por estar aquí contigo.
Sí.
Que Dios me conceda volverte a ver.
God will, she can see you again.
Sí.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now.
While the angels fly over my headstone.